Psst. Hey, you. You want to know how to beat the ATS? What do you mean, who's the ATS? I thought you were looking for a job. Isn't that your resume? Well, if you're looking for a job, you gotta know what you're up against. Ugh. Here's a hint. More than half of large companies use it, including Amazon, General Mills, and Comcast, and job search sites like Indeed and LinkedIn have their own built-in ATS. ATS stands for Applicant Tracking Software. It's basically an automatic system employers use to filter out resumes that don't have what they want, so they only get good candidates. Like you, right? So how do you beat the system? Follow these 5 steps, my friend. Number 1, don't cast your net too wide. Would you use the same bait to catch 50 different fish? A lot of people just make one resume and try to throw it out there to a bunch of jobs. But using one resume to apply for different jobs is like using the same bait. And employers ain't buying it. And you don't want them to swim away with the fishies. Listen, I'm part of an organization called Career and Employability Resources, and we've got someone on the inside. Here's what employers said. We can tell. So don't underestimate them. Make them feel like they are the only job you want. Number 2, show your skills and skills and skills. Just like any search, an ATS searches by using the AND function, so be sure your resume lists many different skills. Different jobs, different skills. Check. Speaking of checks, you better check the job description, because many recruiters will only see what the ATS gives them as their top matches. An ATS ranks you. It even gives you a score based on how well you match the job description, so this grade matters. And because I like you, check out this free resource. JobScan. It matches your resume against the job you put in and gives you your score. It can even tell you which ones you're missing so you can revise. Boom. Number 4, say it, don't stuff it. Don't just pack your resume full of keywords that don't mean anything. You might get a lot of hits or even a good match score, but once a recruiter looks at it, if it's just a mashup of keywords that doesn't make sense, an employer isn't going to root out what you really did. Use only your actual skills. Step 5. Use a formula for success. Formatting matters. Complex formats may make an ATS lose your information when it breaks it up to search, so keep your information readable. Don't use tables. Don't use headers or footers. Don't use non-traditional fonts. Stick with Helvetica, Garamond, or Georgia. Some things you should do to make your resume ATS friendly. Use regular category titles. So don't label job responsibilities as what I do. Just stick with work experience so the ATS can find information easily. Use both acronyms and written out long names, like for the names of software, certifications, or your degree. For example, you could write out Associate in Applied Science, then write AAS in parentheses. Use consistent formatting for your information, like writing dates and work experience the same way for each job. And lastly, use a document format if you can, or a PDF. So now you know. For help taking down the ATS, more resumes or interviewing tips, or help searching for a job or career suited to you, take this. Career and Employability Resources at Tri-County Technical College wants to help. Email careerresources@tctc.edu or call 864-646-1577. Let's be in touch, and good luck.